in an area where there's basically nobody to recruit. Yeah, Grey Lord. So, as the ANA, because you're a half-elf, I'm going to make the rule that I can use Wood Elves, Empire. Can I use Bretonnians? I think as the ANA, I'm basically going to make a rule that I can use whatever the hell I want, because you're going to kind of have to. The other thing is magic, question mark, to which there is a simple one-word answer. Hell yeah! Simple two-word answer. So that is what we're going to do. So we are going to enter the old world. This will take a second to load up, but that's okay. And then we'll need to create the character. The one that I just made as a test actually turned out to be mostly a dark elf, which was kind of interesting. You can start with level 4 cunning, a decent amount of roguery, and then as soon as you choose Grey Lord, you get 4 points in spellcraft immediately. So my man's resetting and making more characters than a Pathfinder game. Yeah. Hey, Karja. So yesterday we did the Bretonnian Damsel. Earlier today we did the Von Carstein Vampire. I was torn between doing a Necrarch or a Grey Lord. Necrarchs are kind of interesting. So are the Necromancers, actually, because it turns out both the Necromancer and the Necrarch can train roguery just through combat. Like, the Necrarch Harbinger raises roguery every time he kills something with the right perks. It's like level 1 perks. And the Necrarch also can raise roguery, I think, by just hitting people with spells. So you know how I was talking about doing like a bad guy game with the vampire counts? Doing that as a Necromancer or a Necrarch might actually be really easy. But I wanted to do Aeonir. I was just really curious about them. Between Nordland and the Wasteland lies the forest of Lorelon and its inhabitants, the proud Aeonir. They refused to flee the old world to the rest of their kin and instead stood against and defeated the dwarfish advance on their forest. The Aeonir live in a caste society split between the city and the forest kin and maintain their security through careful diplomacy, both with their neighbours and the factions as far abroad as the Asur and the Druki. Their governance works through layers of councils to promote a level of democracy. When the time for battle comes, the Aeonir call on everything from the darkest of magic to the purest spirits of the forest to ensure the safety of their home. So basically from that description is you can use anything. Witch hunting can gain roguery by doing headshots. Yes, I saw that one too. And I was thinking maybe I should have, with the non-gunner, gone Witch Hunter, because you get so many ranged attack bonuses. But also the mercenary was fun, so it's fine. But we're going to do Aeonir. We are going to... I hate these faces so much. Randomly generate a character. We're going to be a weirdly overweight elf, because I feel like that's just appropriate. Put a bit of a paunch on him, make him a bit shorter. Make him lithe. There we go. And then, that's fine. Actually, that's a lot better than the character I just had. No beard, though. Alright, background. Descendant of Torior. As a city-born, you lived most of your life in Tor Lithanel, where you learned the traditions and craftsmanship preserved long before the separation of your kin. So here we start with intelligence, which gives us stewarding, smithing, archery, and longsword. Okay. Descendant of Fanior. Your family survived the War of the Beards. Right, yeah. So Aeonir are survivors of the War of the Beards between the dwarves and the elves. The only other exclave of elves that remain are in Lothlorien, the Wood Elves. So clearly the dwarves cleaned up. My boys won. Fanior. So, as a forestborn, you spend most of your young ages in the wards of the Lorelon Forest, which I now know where that is. Descendant of Harioth, your family entered the Lorelon Forest in the last millennia, long after the separation of the Aeonir. You, as a second generation, barely survived the rite for your acceptance. You spend most of your young age close to the borders of the Aeonir territory, in caves and improvised shelters. Descendant of Asur diplomats. I actually kind of like that armor. I know it's the high elf armor, but it looks cool. You originate from a family that till this day has a high renown in Ulthuan as well as amongst the Aeonir. Diplomats from the far Asur continent, as well as today's council, often listen carefully when they hear your name. The other thing I need to do is bring up the UpTops chat. Where's that gone? Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Before I forget, because I did earlier. You, and then you. And silence myself. Pop out chat. Hello, YouTube. Okay. And then we have the Druki Foundling. The something coast patrols, I think it's just uncapitalized. Coast patrols of the Asur attacked a slaver ship of the Druki. While the whole crew died, they found a surviving Druki child. Not knowing what they should do with you, you were brought to the Aeonir as an orphan. As part of the trade, nobody knows where you are from, yet you are well aware of what happened. So we could play as a Dark Elf, which does start with Cunning, Crossbow, One-Handed, and Medicine. Asur Diplomat was Social, Intelligence, and Tactics. Harrioth was Athletics, One-Handed, Two-Handed, Archery. Fanior was One-Handed, Polearm, Archery, Riding. Riding would be useful to begin with. And then Torior was One-Handed, Archery, Smithing, and Stewardship with a bonus to Intelligence. What kind of character do I want to play? We're going to need Riding, because I've basically worked out as a wizard you have to be able to ride. I thought I could try an athletics wizard. Something a bit different. Be hard. We do have a staff. Another thing I found out is the Empire Wizard staffs are indeed offhand, and you get like spell efficiency bonuses if you use that staff. I do kind of wish it went in like the shield slot or something though. But I'm thinking probably the Druki Foundling. I like the fact you start with extra cunning. I think that I will again be the scout in the party. And yeah, I get the extra cunning points. I don't really care. Should I go endurance? Endurance and discipline. Do any of these give endurance? Yeah, Harrioth does. The survivors, and this gives me more combat skills, which might actually be really useful. You know what? Yeah, let's try this. Let's just go foot wizard. Okay. Growth. As a teenager, we're in the Council Guard. You're involved in matters of security of the Council. Over the years, you've made yourself a name for yourself as a captain, which gives me even more athletics, gives me some leadership, polearm, and another one-handed. Trader to the Imperial Towns. I actually quite like this idea. Social. As a travelling trader, you probably know more humans than you do your own kin. Nevertheless, learned how to make a name for yourself, and in this you are respected by both men and elves. Gives us smithing, charm, trade, and stewardship, and gives us a bonus to social. Could try to do this as like a trader. Envoy to the Witch King. You're caught up and sent you on missions to the far Nagaroth and their roaming black arcs. Your regular visits gave you some insight to the daily business of the Druki. Particularly if I chose a Druki Foundling, plus Envoy to the Witch King would kind of make narrative sense. This would also give us 4 cunning and a bunch of roguery to start. And the other thing about being Aeonir is we can raid whoever we like. As long as we're not raiding other Aeonir, it's fine. So this will give me crossbow, 2 roguery, and charm. Member of the Senate. Your competence as a warrior brought you a seat in the Senate. You learned the ways of diplomacy and how to enforce your policies in the politics through manner of speech, which gives stewarding, charm, leadership, tactics. And this is another intelligence. So we could start with 4 intelligence too. Or protector of the wards. Spend most of the time in the woods defending the wards against the everlasting threats of the Aeonir. So we get polearm, archery, riding, and scouting. I'm... I think we have to be mounted. Trying this as a foot soldier is silly. Although we can get the spell ability which reduces the damage we take. Archers are going to be too much of a threat. But then again, riding ahead as I like to do is freaking suicidal. No, no, no. We're going to stick fast moving mage. We're going to stick with that. So do I really care about cunning? I think I want more endurance. Is there anything that gives endurance? No. I don't really want control. That's archery. Vigor, maybe. Intelligence I'm going to give to other people to do because I'm going to be spreading my stats too thinly anyway. Vigor. This would at least give me one-handed skill. Although I have had some pretty good games doing a two-hander as an infantryman. At least then I'd be wearing light stuff. I can't wear armor. I'm a mage. See, these are the difficulties. It's got to be riding. Sod it. I'm going roguery. So we're going to go Druki Foundling. We're going to go Envoy to the Witch King to give me the maximum cunning. This does give me crossbow ability, which is interesting. Starting profession. So Aeonir Envoy would be a mercenary. As an envoy, you are serving the Aeonir outside of the woods, handling trade and relations with foreign kingdoms and elector states. See, a lot of stuff to do with the Empire. Ghost Strider. The silent hunters of the forest are feared by anybody who is a foe of the woods. You decided to go on the path of such a deadly warrior. You decided to become a Ghost Strider, which is a way watch which gives you even more roguery. Kithband Warrior. You fight alongside your kin for the protection of the forest, no matter what it costs. While Kithband warriors lack a certain elegance compared to other elves, the inventiveness and practicality make them excellent warriors of the forest. A bunch of vigor. Aeonir Expatriate. You think the cause of the Aeonir is lost. Instead, you call the provinces of the humans your home. As a mercenary or a trader, you are making a living for yourself. And this is how I kind of realised, okay, these guys are really close-knit with the Empire. But no, we're doing Greylord Apprentice because I like to play on hard mode. You decided to join the teachings of one of the exiled magic lords of Ulthuan. While they know everything of this world and beyond, the magicians follow a high interest in the control of dragons, no matter the cost. I mean, yes, I too would like dragons. So this is going to give me level 4 magic straight away, which is very nice. Discipline 3, Cunning 4. We're going to need to be really, really defensive. And we're going to do half damage to myself, full damage to everyone else. Veteran difficulty, everything else off. Perfect. And then the banner that I was just using, which I actually quite liked, was this one. Blue and green inverted. I quite like that banner. I think it looks cool. Surname. So the surname I was just playing with is the Magimord family. You can get dragons in this mod. I thought that was the Game of Thrones mod. In fact, I'm fairly sure it's the Game of Thrones mod that you can get dragons, not this one. And then the first name. The first name I hadn't actually settled on, seeing as I just used Maud. Maud Elf. Melf Magimord. Me, Elf. Oh, it was a question, sorry. No, Kaja, you can't. Aeonir, 50% less speed penalty and 15% sight bonus in forests, 5% more renown from battles, 15% more income while serving as a mercenary, important, 10% production bonus to villages that are bound to castles, and recruiting lords to armies costs more influence. And as far as I know, no, you cannot get dragons in this mod. Melf Magimord, I like it. Welcome to the world, Melf Magimord. I need to turn the music sound on. So there are a couple of different things. We start with the bright magic, and we do not actually get minor magic at all, which is kind of interesting. So we can choose any law of magic except for light? No, we can get light. We can get life. We can get dark later. Maybe it is dark. Oh, maybe it's necromancy. Is it necromancy? I need to double check this. Careers. We need Greylord. Yeah, except for necromancy. So the only thing we can't do is necromancy. And the one that I kind of liked the look of earlier was Heavens. I do like myself some Warhammer Lightning. Lightning Bolt. So we're going to take Heavens. Okay, so let's take a very quick look at our character. We do start with some roguery. I would take the raiding speed. Hang on. Goblin Settlement. Raiding speed. Spellbook. So, we start with the Bolt of Ashkey. 8 Winds of Magic cost. 12-second cooldown. And we can also learn Law of Heavens and the High Magic. Is Apotheosis a heal? I think it is. Right, that did not save. I need the raid speed. Okay, and then equipment-wise, we don't start with any horses, which is dangerous as hell. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Tor Lithanel. We're going to see if there's any troops available here. They are all city-born, which are really expensive, so we're going to ignore those. And we're going to buy a horse. No, we're not, because there are no cheap horses for sale. Oh dear. This might be a very bad start. Alright, let's see if I can get some troops. Stay ahead of them. Okay, we got a couple of Aeonir. That's world routes. So, Tor Lithanel. Where is it in the world? It is northeast of Marienburg, west of Sultanmund. So we're on the north coast. And this is it. This is everything belonging to the Aeonir. Everything around here, Empire, obviously Bretonia's over here. We do have the Lorelon World routes, which I believe if we have sufficient council favour, this thing, we'll be able to use, but I don't think we can use those just yet. And I'm going to put a point into riding, because my gosh, are we going to need that. And then I think what we're going to start doing is heading to the Empire lands and just hiring some Empire units. If we have... if I remember this correctly, once we hit level 2 clan tier, then we can go on to the council and start converting council favour into prestige to upgrade Empire units. On the council, we can also apply for access to the world routes. I don't remember if there's anything to do with Bretonia. Let me see if I can find some details about that real quick. Cultures. Ah, here we go. Aeonir diplomacy. So we envoy to the Witch King. We can give prisoners to the Druki, which will give us favour in exchange. We can send an envoy to the Phoenix King, which provides us with Sea Elf units. And if we have high enough charm, and it needs to be very high charm, we can get White Lines of Trace. And we can exchange money for council favour. And that's also going to improve relationship with human factions. That's interesting. Envoy to the Empire allows us to exchange council favour for prestige. And allows us to also declare peace between Aeonir and the Imperials. Or Envoy of the Spellsingers can refill villages with forest-born troops. Act as spell trainer. I guess that just means we can get different laws, and also allows us the usage of the world roots. Renown rank 2 as part of the Aeonir. So we're not going to be having access to any of that stuff for a while. What's it like playing this mod compared to Vanilla and Vanilla Plus? I mean, the core mechanics are the same, particularly if you're playing something like a Mercenary, as my Nuln game was. Battles and the overland travel and trade and all that stuff is the same. But this mod goes into a lot more depth into things like magic and the different racial abilities, and your character can have a career which unlocks extra perks and things that you can play with. And in fact, we have already got one. So we can get extra hit points. We can get more Winds of Magic, which is probably what we want. Or we can increase more Winds of Magic. So we probably want both of those. Well, let's get Soul Binding first. So my Winds of Magic maximum is now 32. Good. Because the Ashkapi Firebolt is kind of pricey compared. So let's go to Verdun Lithridom and see if we can find some more half-elves. And then we're going to head down to the Empire and see if we can make something of ourselves. And the other thing I really want to do is get away from this north coast, because that's where the Norscan raiders are. And they really hurt us early on. Are we going to get there before them? Maybe. No. Yes, we got one person. Alright, so our little band of 8 half-elves heading over to the Empire. And we'll recruit a couple more Imperials too. Going to need to buy some food. Just going to go with the regular Imperials. And we will purchase a grain. That will tide us over until tomorrow. And then where do I want to end up? I mean, I did quite like... Where was I in the Nuln game? It's further south. I was over here, wasn't I? Yeah, I was here. Which I quite liked because it was really open. But we get bonuses in forests. So we probably want to stay in relatively forested areas, maybe around here. Or a different part of the Empire, at least. This looks pretty cool. Let's go towards Wolfenberg. Let's not travel without me seeing where we are. Okay. Didn't you say I was done for the day? I did, and then I decided I wanted to play some more. So I did. And yes, we are playing as an elf. Well, half-elf, technically. We're playing as a dark elf raised by the half-elves who has a really good relationship with the Empire. So we're as mongrelly as it's possible to be. That's a bunch of outlaws. I will fight one of you. Of course, they're both coming after me. Could I take 22 of them? Probably not. Dismiss it. Let's go up to Vorbeckwerk and see if I can get some more troops before they hit me. Oh, they left. Let's wait here for a little bit of time just to give myself a bit more breathing room. Then let's go to Jägerhausen. 13 outlaws, that I could probably do.
We're not looking for a fight.
I am! Okay, so the interesting thing about the half-elf units you start with, they're actually quite well equipped. Armour, shield, blade, compared to the peasants the Empire gives us. And then, as I said, we are just on foot with a tiny little dagger.
Take position.
This is part of the reason I really need to train up my athletics. So we're just going to stand here. Blast. You guys. Ding! And this does do more damage than the magic missile. Quite a lot more damage, in fact.
Hunt them down.
Off you go. I'll do one more of those, and I think I probably should. I know I can do one more. Alright, it's 2 left. Against Norska, that doesn't work, because they have throwing weapons. And I will take all of those prisoners. I will happily upgrade you. And you as well. Close combat troops for now. Woodland cloth armor is actually somehow worse than what I'm using. Take the van braces though. We'll sell the rest. In fact, I'll take the hood. Excuse me. Now I believe that we need to try to keep our weight below 11. And we have 2 level ups. Maybe I will do one in athletics too. And then the last one in spellcraft, because we're just going to want to level that up as quickly as we can. Cool. Right, let's go to Middenheim and sell this stuff. How big of a party can I maintain? Any? Take out those outlaws. Except I probably won't, because they're going to run away from me. You know what, let's stick with 14. We'll become too slow otherwise. Let's go to Middenheim. There are some wolfkin here. We'll sell all of those. We'll need to pick up some more grain, which is really not cheap. And I will want one of these staves eventually. Which cannot be used with a shield. So maybe I am just going to stay on foot. Right, and I need to ransom these guys. So can you become a badass mage in this mod? That's the plan. I want to try to find some horses. Untergard has some. I want to make sure that our people... Actually, let's see if there's any regiments in here. Hochland Drakvald Patrol, which becomes a Sunderman Shorefire. Rather expensive, however. Instead, I will go for those outlaws. Get trapped against the river.
Mess with us.
Alright, let's give it a go.
Warriors, listen!
I'm going to go out front. I'm going to shoot them with fireballs. And then you're going to follow me.
Position.
The higher I train up my wizarding skill, the more winds of magic I'll have. Already up to 33, which I think is more than the mercenary ever had. Hi, I am here to hit you with fireballs. Please do not resist. Thank you for not resisting. This is really silly that they're not attacking me. Like, I don't really understand why they're not.
Charge!
How do I rate Bannerlords in general? Best game ever made. Honestly, I think this is my favourite game of all time. Victory! Despite how bad the AI is being right now. So we got plus 19 athletics. And plus 4 spellcraft. Nice. And you also leveled up to kickband. Not an upgrade. That is an upgrade. Balanced short simple raider spear would be fantastic if we were mounted. And we have, in fact, leveled up in athletics. So I could get the movement speed, or I can get the hit points. I'm a mage. I probably want the hit points more than movement. Also, I'm not going to be wearing armor, so I should be lightning fast anyway. I think I'm going to put a point into endurance to keep these leveling up highly. And I'm going to put a point into tactics. Kind of tempted to just double down on the athletics. It's been working so far, and the higher my athletics, the faster I can run away from people. This is how I think elves fight, in all green in the woods, in high grassy fields, just ambushing anyone they fight. Probably, you're not wrong. Alright then, Krudenwald, do you have anything for me? Not really. Sell all of those. And we'll drop these prisoners off. I'm wondering what companions I'm going to want. Sure. I'm still after horses. It's down here. Untergard. Okay, Untergard, what do you have for me? Very expensive horses. Fantastic. What about Arlenhof? Is there just any other horse places around here? Radish. And I was going to say, if we find any outlaws, I'll fight them. Let's go after these. I have fully charged my Winds of Magic now.
With us and
Let's go!
on my command.
They're still not moving. This is weird.
Hunt with me.
I'm going to get to a more defensive location, apparently. Understandable. I still haven't used mind control. I should give that a try.
Take that position.
Ability not charged. Oh, I need to do something to charge up mind control. That's true. About there. The spell definitely has a bigger area of effect than the magic missile. One more, and then we'll attack.
Hunt them down.
Off you go, guys. Are they scared of you and fighting in defense? Yeah, maybe. Except they usually do this if you have... Ooh, now they're coming after Like cavalry or something. Yeah! I got myself bloody! My athletics is 55 already. Another 19 athletics, plus 2 one-handed, plus 5 spellcraft. And the Empire recruits leveled up, so let's get some archers into the mix. A balanced spiked club. I suspect that's probably better than the sacks that I'm currently using. Yeah, it definitely is. A sumpter horse. Now I just need something to ride it with. AKA a saddle. Meanwhile, let's go after these guys. That's a lot of Empire deserters. I don't have my Winds of Magic recharged yet, so let's go to Arlenhof, and see if I can pick up a saddle. We got a bunch of pigs somehow. Sell that, keep those. An Imperial riding harness. That'll do. Okay, I am now mounted. And with that in mind, I'm going to put the spear there. Let's do this the other way around. And I do need to drop off prisoners. Debold the Huntsman. Scouting. That's something I can do for myself. Athletics, armor weight, or weapon handling. Now we definitely want the armor weight. Oh, and spellcraft also leveled. So we can do less damage to myself, or less damage to my troops. I've been relatively good at aiming these. More than I kind of expected to be. And my self-targeted buff spells have more duration now. We're definitely being selfish. And I've leveled up again. I will need to get charm and leadership eventually, and possibly a bit of trade. That's pretty bad. I am enjoying having high athletics, although I have a horse now, so it's not as important. Could try to do both. Riding and athletics. Looks to me like you started with the horse in the civil clothing tab. Oh, maybe. Yeah, we did, with that weird-ass scale barding. And my wizard's robe, he is granting me fire spell amplification. That's why my fire damage is so high. Interesting. We can head to the Shrine of Shalia. Why not? So I have the Blessings of Shalia, which gives me 3 days of 20% faster wound recovery. Apparently a lot of stuff is being raided down there, which might be Beastman hordes. Still haven't found any good horse sources, though. Oh, there's a bunch over here. Let's go that way. Past the Shrine of Sigmar. Past Wolfenburg. 23 Chaos Cultists. Now Now that I have a horse, we might be able to deal with them.
Another fool in the...
I need to play this quite defensively, though.
On my command. Take that position. Take that position.
Yeah, they're advancing. Hi. You're after my guys, aren't you? You're determined to go after my army. Alright, I see you bunching together a little bit there. I see you. I nuke you. What is up with the AI? This is weird. There goes my archer shooting. They spread out. That's not ideal. I don't like my troops' odds. 18 against 14.
Hunt them down.
Alright, I guess we need to do this the old-fashioned way. I see an opportunity. Oh, I'm out of magic. And yeah, we won. Go us. There we are. Many people died, but this was a price I was willing to pay. 6 did. 2 medicine, 3 tactics, 10 polearm, 5 athletics, 3 magic, and 22 riding. Lots of people leveled up. What do I want you guys to level up to be? ANA mounted rangers could actually tier 9. Damn. Yeah, I think I want you to be archers then. And you lot can be spearmen. Because I don't have the means to turn you into prestige troops. So I do need to be a little bit tactical in how I promote these guys. Capacity exceeded, so be it. Fairly near a town, I think. Are there quests in this? Any kind of end goal? Not really. You can get quests from villages to earn more reputation, which allows you to recruit units quicker. And of higher tier from the start. But in terms of like a proper end goal, it's whatever you make of it. Right. It's kind of weird to be training both riding and athletics. I think I should start focusing on things like tactics. I had another point there. Let's put them both into tactics. Got to be a very shrewd tactician. These blue exclamation marks, that means that there's a quest locally. So we probably do want to start doing some of those. And I will recruit some of your basic units. We'll go up to 14 again. Please have cheap horses. You have cheap horses, fantastic. I will not buy that many because I can't afford it. But actually what I can do is I can sell you this stuff to offset the cost. Okay, so 9 of my party is now mounted, which will significantly increase our movement speed. Which also in turn means we can have a larger party. 4.9 movement. Roadside accidents. As your party is travelling along, you see a cart in the distance. You get close, you can see it's broken down and tipped over. You can see some of the horses grazing on grass in a nearby field. Presumably these were pulling the cart prior to the incident. As you approach, you find a man stuck underneath. When he sees you, he calls out for help. You notice the man is trapped under the cart, mildly injured. Please help me! I will help you. Party lifts the cart off the man and he barely gets up. How will you treat his injury? I will give him a 4% medicine check. Oh, because none of us have life magic, so we can't use that. He fails. He's a bit depressed knowing he'll be crippled for at least some time. However, he does thank us for our help. Past you, 3.4. We're 4.9. We'll definitely catch you.
You best back off.
And let's go. So for the first time, we actually outnumber them. Go us.
Warriors, listen!
And my tactics has risen to such a level that I can actually start making some plans. We have a horseman? We have a horseman. Huh. I give a bonus to foot troops, so I will command the foot troops. Yeah, we have a horseman. I'm the horseman! Wow, why... Damn! You guys can hit from there? Okay, our archers are really good. Now, unfortunately... I don't like that you guys are trying to run away. I also like the fact that the biggest guy is always the chief. And now he's the former chief. I'm the biggest, so I'm the boss.
Attack!
Spearman got me. Well, we've done some damage. And there's the victory. No losses, that's what I like to see. 5 riding, 3 spellcraft, 2 athletics, and 4 arm. Empire recruit. I want you to be primarily close combat troops. And Sprangenhelm. 162 weight. It's getting a bit heavier now. Fan braces should be fine. Do you fight monsters, orcs, and the like in this mod? Yes. So there are beastmen who have minotaurs in their armies. Orcs aren't in the game yet, but the next update that they do is going to add dwarves and orcs. So soon, TM. Let's go drop people off. Ooh, okay. That's a larger group of cultists. I want to draw them out into the open. I don't have a lot of magic, however.
Back off, stranger, unless
We're
you want
assisted,
trouble.
so we'll fight you, and I'll just auto-resolve this. Cosmerica, the Fraternity of the Second Flesh, is here helping us. And we'll go to Verlangen and drop things off. Group one more, bring us up to full capacity. Ransom the prisoners. And we'll sell the little stuff that we have. Use the coif. They do have some horses here, which aren't terrible price. Charges should be around 1,000. So if we wanted some more capacity, we should buy some sumpter horses. We are getting a little dangerously far north, so I think what I want to do is turn around and head south again. Let's go for Loverdorf. Surprising number of horse merchants in this region. Right, the other thing we could be doing is some of these quests. Let's see what they want. Deliver a herd to Middenheim. That I can do. Easy. Lots of shaders. How's the Old Realms been treating me today? Better than yesterday. We fixed the crash. Hasn't happened once today, which is good. It had me really worried because I didn't know how to... How do you diagnose something which turns your monitors off?
Hey,
Literally
who are
just
you
puts the
then?
monitors into standby. No error messages, nothing. But thankfully there's a crash log, which did have the error messages, and from that I was able to fix it. How can I help? I will deliver your 10 hogs to Middenheim. No problem. It's all the way over there. Let's go. Could still do with a few more horsemen. That's a lot of cultists, and I'd love to fight them. That's even more cultists, and I'd still like to fight them.
Another fool enters our domain.
36 against our 21. Okay. I think I should be fully charged this time, however.
Deepwood archers, take the warrior. Take that position. Raise your shields.
Kind of forested though, which is a little bit disappointing. It looks like they are advancing because we have archers. They're punching up a little bit. Remember, you can only cast spells from the front of your horse. It's a bunch of them dead. I think I want to get another barrage off. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not going to.
Charge!
We will just assist our front lines a little bit. I'm not expecting our front line to hold here, but I'm saving my magic for when all of our troops are dead, because then I can get them in a large group like that. Except I think I hit one guy. It's terrible. This is where I'm really glad I have a horse. By the way, I wanted to thank you. The 2 raids from you managed to get me to affiliate. Just been accepted today. Fantastic, Razuis. Congrats. Oh shit, that's got too close. What charges my control spell? A little bit more out into the open. So how many are left? 11? Easy. There's a Dark Soul. I definitely have a couple of spearmen who are having a go. I think I just got him though. But this is why I wanted a slightly longer spear. Was a spearman as well. But yeah, I remember the feeling from when I first became an affiliate back in the day. Definitely is. It's a good feeling. Feeling of satisfaction and acknowledgement. It's also nice because then you can start getting subscriptions. So you can start to get paid. Magister in the face. And then there were 7. You still have 2 spearmen there, being sneaky. Another 1v25 battle. Yeah, it's the beginning of the game. As long as you don't have this happening all the time later on. This is just kind of the beginning of Mount Blade. Spot where their spearmans. Those 2. 1 left. 5 total. Four. That was their spearman, but I did not kill him. Highly recommend the BLT mod if you haven't checked it out. That's the one where you're playing as Poland? Because I tried the AD 1259 or whatever it's called. It was just too slow. I also really didn't like the battle system. They changed the way that combat works. You have like stamina and things. So I spent 90% of the time just running around trying to regain my stamina. It was not fun. Good thing horses don't get tired. You can say that again. Usually when I lose these types of battles it's because I get frustrated or I start taking shortcuts or something. But also, I've played this game a lot. I've had a lot of practice in these types of battles. Although I only recently learned the changing the angle of your attack to flummox their block. Though sometimes they still manage. Of course, wasn't able to turn quickly enough. This is the bad thing about being a low-level rider. The horse's turning wheel is massive. Okay. Victory! So I got 4 medicine, 2 tactics, 5 polearm, 3 magic, 16 riding and 5 athletics. Unfortunately 11 of my 20 people did die. Did the Way Watchers? I'm not sure. Hey, I know a ranger. take you as a prisoner, you as a prisoner, then, you know, we're close to a place we can take everyone. Yes, I know I'm over the limit. It's fine. Oh, I don't actually have a cape yet. I should get one of those. It's right outside of Furlong. Oh dear. Oh dear. Charge damage or maneuver. 100% want that maneuver, please and thank you. And then I think I'm going to put another point into tactics. That skill is useful throughout the rest of the game. These guys are going to catch me. There's not a lot I can do about it.
Another fool.
So it's going to be another cavalry fight.
On my command.
You go and stand.
Take that position.
And it's dark, so the lights have to go off so we can actually see what I'm doing. Ah! What I don't want to do is ride into them. Right, so I have a spell, which I used to blast them. Ah, they targeted me. Good. Now the problem is I can't let myself go too far away. Otherwise I'll go and fight my guy.
Come on!
They're getting awfully close to them.
To hell with you!
I don't think there's really going to be a way for me to save him. Oh, they turned around.
Take position.
Ding. You better run faster, my dude.
Take position. Forward! Take position.
Let's see if I can pull these guys away a little. Hey guys. Follow me. Nope, don't follow him. Keep missing. If I had a single spell left, I could nuke all of these guys in one go. Only left 5. With like 3 or so. Oh dear. Dude.
Take that position. Take that position.
4. Yeah, retreat is an order, isn't it? Retreat.
Break off.
I've literally never used that command before. 2. One. Looks like our guy retreated. And there it is. Victory is ours. Huzzah! Two polearm, 7 riding, 1 spellcraft, 2 athletics. And we have taken even more prisoners. And those cultists are probably going, how the hell did we lose this? Nightfall mod pack. Oh man, more cultists. Can I recruit? Yes, I can. Good. The L team connects your Twitch and lets viewers join as wanderers. They get to fight, earn gold, and upgrade. Oh, interesting. If you find me a link, I'll take a look. Moved away from Nightfall because of how laggy it got. And yeah, I know the green screen is flickering. That's because I had to turn my studio lights off because I was fighting at night, so I couldn't see anything. And there we go. Fixed. Let's go ransom those prisoners to get myself some more roguery. Let's sell all of the loot, but not the hogs. Make that mistake. And that's 1,000. Nice, nice. And I have sufficient riding where I could ride any of these. These are actually really cheap prices. That charger has a maneuver of 67. Hello. Take that. I will buy... those. I need to save some money to pay wages. I don't think I'm quite ready to go after that 25 group, though. I think we just go on to Middenheim. Probably take a bit of a wide berth around Brass Keep. That is a hotspot of evil. Here we are, Middenheim. That's a large warband. Let's not attack them. Okay, and here we go. So we need to talk to Apollina. How many people are in the party? 20.
Welcome, stranger, to my little...
750 ducats. I usually paid 1,800. Boo. Do I have all of these still to sell? Was I going to try to turn them into... Yes, I think I was. Do you sell wood cheaply? You do. Let's buy 40. And then go refine that down. And we are back up to the full 20 troops. We could get another 3. Which we should probably do. Yeah, go well. Then let's go hunting. Do I want to fight that Ungor warband? No, I don't. I have mostly peasants. And warbands tend to
We're
have
not lucky.
people with bows, and that's just cheating.
On
Thank you.
my command.
Well done again. This is even darker! My archer's already pinging away. Let's put...
Hunters of the wild, take warrior, take position.
Need night vision. The problem is just the amount of glare that I get on the screen. Unfortunately for you, I've fully recharged my fireball. Actually, the scary thing is this is not even a full fireball, it's just the bolt of Ashki. I think the fireball is even bigger. They are actually on the attack, which is good.
Hunt them down.
Yeah, our archers are... Well, our archer is good. Oh no, that was a state tree. 2 magic, 3 athletics, 2 riding. Take the prisoners. No experience for my troops though, which is a bit disappointing. Turn those back on again. However, I got some experience, which I guess is even more important. Ooh, at full level. Riding, hit points for the mount, or chance of the mount dying. So far, I've not lost a single mount. Probably because I'm not playing as a knight, charging through enemy lines, but rather trying to avoid them. And I have a full level. I'm thinking maybe another point into endurance. No, let's put it into discipline. The whole point here is magic. Let's put one into leadership as well. Alright, so Midnheim is a quest for us. Let's see what that is. Can't sell the products, that usually pisses people off, so I'm not that interested. You do have people for me to recruit. I don't want to spend the 100 ducats, so I will go for the cheap guys. And... do you have any Midland Palfreys? That is unfortunate. What do I ultimately want to end up? I was quite enjoying life over here. There's lots of chaos stuff to fight in there. How's my renown doing? Halfway. We're getting there. We're getting there. What's in the warband? Just out of interest. 10 raiders. That means 10 archers and 26 non-archers, including dudes with shields. You know who don't have shields? Cultists.
Mess with us, and we'll sell our lives dearly.
That is a price I'm willing to pay.
Warriors, listen.
Brown Agent, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you joining us.
Glade guard. Take warriors. Take position.
Battles are starting to feel much faster already. This woodland's looking a lot like Sweden. This looks a lot like Sweden. Like you get these bare rock outcrops and then spruce trees. I have one more left. Delivered 59 damage, charged into the other guy and killed him. Like I spared one, hit the other with the horse, the one who the horse hit died. I mean, it is being hit by a horse, so it's not that surprising. 5 athletics, 4 riding. Nice. Right, prisoners. That's what I meant to get rid of. It's a big old upgrade. Oh, how heavy is that? 5? Never mind. I'll go for the 0.7, thank you. And we leveled up again. Athletics. So 30% persuasion chance and party size, or 50% stamina recovery rate and prisoner limit. I'm going to go with the persuasion chance. That actually pays off a lot later. Oh, and I have a pip to spend on pip things. Put another onto leadership. Then Taltonmund we can go to, and it's Morkin! My nemesis as the damsel. To drop off prisoners here. And we can also drop off some of this stuff. We can drop these off too. And that, and that. Okay, now we have rather more money, and also my party limit's gone up by 5. Let's continue going this way. I could head back to the Elven territories, see if I can pick up some Elven troops. Although the party is full strength now. How far am I? Not that far. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go back towards the Elven territories. Now that I've had a bit of time to build up and stuff. What was that? Neue Emskrank. That is a cool looking city. Cool. Court Iamor, that's one of ours. The meadow. You and your party have been trudging along the widening path when the landscape gradually shifts. The air becomes gentler, the sounds more peaceful. And then you step into a clearing, gasp escapes your lips. Before you stretches a meadow unlike any you've seen in a long while. The grass is a rich tapestry of green, waving softly in the breeze. A multitude of wildflowers paint the scene with vibrant hues of red, purple and yellow. Golden sunlight filters through the tree canopy, bathing the meadow in warmth. A gentle aroma of blooming flowers perfumes the air. Birds serenade with their melodies, filling the clearing with a symphony that feels like the balm of a weary spirit. What will you have your party do? I think we'll go harvesting. Spice, flax, spice. Nice. Let's go fight the outlaws before we go there. Let's go fight the Norscan raiders before we go there. Let's go fight the big outlaws before we go there.
You got a problem?
Not really. But I think they're about to be the solution.
On my command. Eternal for Kurnos.
You lot I'm going to keep there because I want you to get some not die. Here, some of you may die, and that is a price I'm willing to pay. Also, I've now got 40 winds of magic, which means I can cast my Bolt of Ashki 5 times, which is rather nice. I think I'm going to hit you one more time. There we go. Got rid of the outlaw captains. You lot can do the rest. What happened to the lady spellcaster? I just wanted to try a different character, different race. We're a half elf this time. Aeonir. Maybe I killed too many of them. My guy's absolutely cleaned up there. 2 died. And a lot of you leveled up. Fine leather over cloth. Very, very light. It's a very light hat too. Don't like the aesthetic though. The rest we can sell. Scouting! I'll take the travel speed during night time. Yeah, also the sight lines during night time I think is kind of useful. Six available. So I need to get rid of some of the Empire recruits. Raider hideout. Come back here!
Yeah?
There we go. Finally.
Warriors, listen!
Warriors, come out and play.
Defend, attack!
I think I'll basically do the same as I did last time. Nuke them a few times, then let my troops finish them off. Oh, you're actually advancing? No, you're running away. Hi! I think that only hit one guy. That did in fact only hit one guy. Not exactly what I was going for. That's better. They're learning, they're spreading out. They really are trying to get as far away as they possibly can. If only they had some archers. That would be a really good... In fact, that would be just an outright annoying location if they had archers. You wouldn't be able to get to the archers because of the rock behind. No losses. That's what I like to see. Spearmen. Just because I know that I can upgrade those without prestige. And we can probably also try to get some more of the forest spawn. Because the problem that I had when I first started my test game was there was never anyone to recruit. Because the lords were so in such a small area and all trying to recruit up to their capacity. I'm going to guess that they're at capacity now. So there might actually be people available to recruit now. Yeah. So again, we'll need to lose some of our Empire infantry troops. It's the spearmen, then the armoured spearmen. And then at that point, we either make them into a pikeman, but at that point they don't have shields. So I think I'll probably just keep them as armoured spearmen. Because the whole point is they have the shields. I don't know if you need prestige for veteran swordsman. That's something worth investigating, actually. And I want to keep the forestborn for archers, because turns out they're quite good at that. I know, who'd have thunk it? Iron Company. Is Melf still slaying cultists? Melf is still slaying cultists. I'm also kind of curious what Manan's teeth is. And the Tower of Sayathil, which looks a lot like a High Elf location. Well, let's put a save in here, as I haven't actually saved at all. Oh, it's a shrine. All troops in the party deal extra 10% damage as lightning damage. Alright. This area is being way safer than I was expecting it to be. Port Solace. Oh, the Norskans. I guess Marienburg is doing a good job keeping this area safe. Are there any horse sellers around here? Not really, no. Let's go back to Torlethel then. Is now the time? I think it might be. We only have 9 raiders.
We will trample your...
I do have 5 uses of my fireball, so if I can take out their archers early,
My command.
that would be really good.
Deep wood archer. Take deep wood. Take that position.
There I go.
Form a shield wall.
Ooh, we bunched together. We hit 2 of them though. Well, we have successfully really spread them out now. Only have 2 people. It's not ideal.
Eternal, hunt them down.
Alright, I've got 1 spell left. So hopefully you're able to kill the beastman nice and easily. Yeah, it looks like you're doing a good job of it.
Form a shield. Take that position. Eternal guard. Take. Hunt.
And there we go. That actually went way better than I could have expected it to. The fact that the Forestborn Militias start with shields is awesome. How do you hold the weapon like that? Aim upwards. This is the overhead strike. Underarm strike. There's just the 2. Without a shield. I do find it's much easier to use a spear without shield. Because you just get better reach. Like if you're first learning to do it, like I usually try to hit people that are like there. But honestly, try to hit people when they're out there. Because then you're not going to be hit by enemy pikemen. And you can get some practice in. Okay. 1 horse, 3 tactics, 1 athletics, and 2 magic. Very good. Very, very good. All of them level up. You become an archer. You become swordsman. Veteran swordsmen do cost prestige. Okay, so yes, getting them into spearmen is definitely the way to go. Oh, Weight Watchers are more expensive. Interesting. And it looks like I can make Empire longbows without prestige, but huntsmen do require it. Noted. I would love to use that neck guard, but it's really heavy. Shields are definitely too heavy, since I'm not using them. It has. Late night stream today. Yeah, I just really wanted to play some more of this. So I did. And then I thought you guys probably want to see me playing more of this. So I streamed it. Did I lose anyone? Yeah, 6 people. 6 I think we can probably recover. A traveling merchant. Let's see what you got. Exiled Wizard Crown. 4,200. I would not say no to that. How much could I raise if I was going to sell all of this? Oh, I could actually afford it. Right, I just need that to get to 0. And apparently something I'm selling is... Oh, I have 2 of those. Yes, I'll pay 199 for a fancy hat, which will increase my spell damage. Especially fire damage. So is Tor Lithanel Wood Elf in Total War Warhammer? It must be. Question. If you go down this path, do you use shields? Yeah, you do. Tier 6s, no less. And this guy is tier 9. And we've seen how crazy accurate these guys already are with their longbows. I'm just wondering if I want to replace more of the Empire units with Aeonir. And the answer is probably. Then there's also the Cityborn, which are even higher level. These are two-handers. These are halberdiers, and then these are archers. But those guys are expensive. A Ghost Strider. I should be thinking about companions at some point, though obviously I can't afford them right now. Oh, these are selling at full price to the merchant. Yeah, they were. That's interesting. Should have sold him the spice. Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stock up on Aeonir troops as far as I can. And then head back to the Empire lands. Then obviously any losses I take I will replace with Empire units. Is it? Aeonir guys are pretty good. Need to... But that's it. That's basically everywhere I can recruit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 villages. So I was going to say I should probably go and try and clear out the Norscan territories, but I don't think I'm going to be very well suited to do that.
Back off, stranger, unless you...
And these Norscan fights are very different from the cultist
On
ones.
my command. Eternal, raise your shields.
Although having you all in shield wall would probably help.
Advance. Deep wood archers.
Yeah, it's going to take you guys a while to arrive.
Deep wood archer. Take position.
No reaction. There's no reaction. I just got 4 of them in one shot. Not bad, not bad.
Deep wood archer. Take position.
I'm quite happy for you lot to take your time, because those throwing weapons can really hurt. Meanwhile, our archer's pinging away, having a go. Are you a ranger? Yes. Surprise fireball! Successful. Still do one more. Sniper! Spell sniper! And the ranger got one too. Hell yeah. So what was I so worried about? That was easy. Easy GG. GG easy. Whatever it's called. I don't know. Let's go drop these prisoners off in Arnau. How am I doing with clan tier? I want to get to the level where I can join as a mercenary, because that's when I think the real money can be made. Tactics is doing okay. Roguery. Riding I've almost maxed out. To max out all 4 of these, I would need to get to level 22. I don't think that's unrealistic. So another into riding, we do use it quite a bit. And yeah, I guess we do get rid of the Sprangenhelm now. I still want to melt these down. And we are in a town, so we might as well get smelting. I would need to be level 20... 7 to max out smithing as well. Has all of those skills. "16 raiders. They are running from me. Get them out into the open. Not that this is really open, it's just a different
We're
type of
not
forest. Attack! We still outnumber them.
On
Pretty
my
heavily.
command. Deep wood infantry, take that position. Hunters of the wild, take position. Take position. Warriors, take position. Deep wood are take that position.
Start turning around and I'm like, nope! Never mind!
Eternal God, make a shield wall. Hunt them down.
That went well. That went well. Annie Davidexo, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Or Annie Davide XO. Thank you. Prisoners. Kith. I think I still want primarily rangers, because in the Empire I can get the armored spearmen. But I will also get a few aspirant, because their shields are useful. So many things to use. Are you actually at war with anyone? Midland and Nordland, so yes. Interesting. I wonder what your garrison is like. Tall Lithanels cannot be easy to take, surely. That's a very large Reichland army. You have 955 defenders. But you're not at war with Reichland, are you? No. Are you? Midland, Nordland. That is the Emperor. You have 700 prisoners? What? Good lord, that's a terrifying army. Magister Patriarch Thyrus Gorman, Empress Maria Louise, Grand Marshal Kurt Hellborger fought him in the arena. Not an easy one to beat. High Chancellor Emmanuel Ferrand. Blimey. getting that Pelf playthrough out of the way before the dwarf got sneaky.
Huzzah!
Kalinicus, thank you very much for the 57-month. No, 60 months. That is 5 years. Thank you so much for the ongoing support there, Kalinicus, and a tier 3, no less. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Thank you for that. Very, very much appreciated. 5 years. So you should now have earned the crown. Thank you for the 5 years of content. Yeah, absolute pleasure. Turns out that playing games for a living and making games for a living, kind of fun. This is Nordheim, isn't it? Yes, Nordland. So this is who you guys are fighting at the moment. Arathlorien was definitely one of their castles. So I'm going to assume that we're trying to siege it back. Yes. That's why I'm really wondering if I should try to clear out these Norskans. It would increase the economy of our territories here. And Arath Hanor is also being sieged. Ah, you also belong to the wards of Lorelorn. I see, those are the different clans. I just doubt that I can take those places on my own right now. I think I need to go back to the Empire territories. The Moot is no more. Man, the Moot just cannot survive. Oh, that was the Scribes of Noricum. That's that random ass castle that's out here somewhere. The tower. Melchior. Let's go to Belonging. I'm getting to the point where I feel like I should be going after some of the smaller beastmen, warbands. Imagine the loot and future ransom from beating that army. Yeah, you're not wrong. That's quite a few cultists.
Yeah? What you want?
24 against 26. We can do that. We can do that.
On my command. Eternal Guard, take that. Deep Wood Archer, take that position.
Yet. I don't think you guys really stand much of a chance, if I'm being very brutally honest with you. 16 of you left. Ding! I have one more fireball left in me.
Deep Wood, take that position. Hunters of the take that position.
And for the rest of it, you guys can get some experience. Because I ain't gonna shoot you.
Eternal attack. Hunter for Kurnos.
I wonder if that white line right up there is their ammo. Maybe their unit strength. I don't know. And a bunch of those cultists should already be on like half health thanks to the firebolts. Bam, 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 bam. Bam. 9 riding, 4 athletics, 3 more magic. Oh yeah, prisoners. Grade all of them. Grade you. I do not want the mounted units. I do want the armored guys, though. That's really heavy. That's even heavier. That's not. That's the same weight as what I have now, just better. You know what I haven't done? I haven't upgraded my career in at all, I think. Riding's leveled up. Carry capacity or party speed bonus from footmen on horses. 100% the party speed bonus. This is quite possibly one of the strongest upgrades in the game. In fact, I don't think it's quite possibly. I think that is just straight up one of the strongest upgrades. I'm going to save that. I'm going to go back into this and into the career, where I have only got one. I have 10 points to spend. Well, I definitely want to get the Legends of Moloch, because that gives me another magic capacity. Adds 25 fire damage for all troops. That sounds good. If no hex spells are equipped, you gain 50 spell radius. So this is one of the mechanics that I was looking at, which I'm really interested in. Basically, this allows you to specialize in different types of magic. And it turns out that on this screen, you can actually select whether your spells are in your repertoire or not with this thing. And I think you can have up to 10 selected at a time. So as long as you don't have any, in this instance, hex spells actually in your hotbar, then you get bonuses, which in this instance was the 50% spell radius. Magic resistance increases, wounded troops heal faster. Not wielding projectile spells increases spell duration for heals. So I do have a projectile spell, because that is my Pchu. But if I didn't have the Pchu, and I got life magic, for example, then my heals would be really, really potent. Controlled units get healed completely, so I have a mind control ability, which I've still not worked out how to actually trigger. And then Calith's Wisdom, hit points would be useful. Fire resist don't really care about. Upgrades and fire resist don't really care about. 2 additional overtakes, which I think actually means mind controls. Well, I want the hit points. I want the Winds of Magic from you. I think I'm going to max this out. I'm going to get these two. Because I really like my projectile spells, so I'm unlikely not to use them. I guess I'll take the fire resistance and the Cityborn upkeep, though I don't have any Cityborn at the moment because they are really expensive. And your question was, what are my other options? I haven't unlocked any yet. So I currently have the Law of Fire, Heavens, and Magic, High, which I just started with. You start with Fire and High Magic, and then I, at Character Creation, chose Heavens. I can get every single Law of Magic, except for Necromancy as a Grey Wizard. That is my special. But each of these spells is like 20,000 to learn. And I can only get the tier 1 so far. I really do want to get Lightning Bolt. And probably also Wind Blast. This is why I went for Heavens. There's a lot of damage, attack spells in here. I would very much like to get Fireball, which I think is basically a bigger version of the Bolt of Ashki. But I need to be a higher level spellcaster, and then I also need to buy the spell. So at the moment I'm very limited, but that's because I'm still a relatively low level wizard. That is not 92, that is in fact 12 and 9. I think I'm going to continue going on this way. Being in this area while disorganized is actually really dangerous.
Another fool enters our domain.
That's
Surrender
34
your
against my 26. I did not double check to see if I had any promotions to give out. I don't think I did. I I think I did that already.
Warriors,
Just stop being poor.
listen.
Obviously. And this is another nighttime battle, so the lights have to go off so I can actually see what I'm doing. Because, yikes, this is a really, really dark battle. Oh, good lord, this is pitch black.
Deep wood, take deep wood, take that position.
Right, well, this is my turn to be defensive.
Glade guard, take warriors, take that position.
Oh no, and I've only got 11 magic. Which means one spell. Oh, here we go. Haha! Mind control! Yes! Excellent. Didn't look like that was fully charged yet, but apparently it was.
Defend, purge the corruption.
You guys go out and attack, and hopefully you do okay. We've made them spread out quite a lot, so some early kills would help. That works. It's a lot of green. Oh, this was a slaughter. What was I worried about? Does mind control last until the end of the fight? I don't actually know. Just fleeing. Where are they? Yeah! Oh yeah, that's a lot of promotions. Okay. Promote all of you. All of you. Armored Spearman staying as an Armored Spearman. Ranger can be promoted. We have a Mounted Ranger. This is 950 to promote to that. I think I'm going to keep you as a Ranger for now. And yes, that is over my limit, but that's fine. Ooh, jewellery. And silver. A legendary long hemp tunic, which is extremely light, but worse than anything I already have. I will loot it all. I'm now overburdened. And leadership leveled up. So +2 experience per day for all troops in the party. +1 troop tier when recruiting from same culture. Or +4 experience for tier 1 and 2s. I do like the idea of experience for tier 1s and 2s, but also I want that +1 recruiting from same culture. Especially for us, because coming home is going to be a rare thing. Because the recruitment options here are so limited. Should have given me another career point. No, I didn't. Right. Well, we've just made a nice open gap for the caravan of Bernolds the Sutler to get through. We're going this way. Oh gosh. Let's go north. Let's go south. There we go. Disorganizer's gone. Let's get to Verlangen. The art of the blade. Yes, I will fight you, Mr. Fancy Man. Because I don't think I ever see you again. Nope. Not a chance. I really wish he would appear later when you actually have some combat skills. Like level 20 or something, when you're actually going to be potentially a threat. Oh boy! Apparently my level's gone up. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. No doubt, no doubt. Sell those, sell those. I'm going to keep the tools, because we can usually sell those to towns. 9 grand. Ka-ching. Okay, now I'll recruit. No, I won't. Because I still don't have horses for everyone. I need to spend this money on horses. And getting some companions would also be nice. When did we switch to an elf? I just wanted to try it this evening. And then decided, you know what? I should probably stream this too. That armor is a significant upgrade. Not that the horses really needed it. Well, no, because I can protect the horse against arrows. Yes, I will invest in this. And if I wanted to buy horses, I'd buy them here. Not the cheapest, but also not the most expensive. Do I have any mules? I don't. I'll buy mules as well. You never know when those are going to be useful. Still not cheap. I'm using a charger now. I could use a Palmation. Speed 59 against the 48. Maneuver is only 1 less. For the low, low price of 12,659. So how many horses is that now? 22. So actually everyone in my party is currently on a horse. So I might as well grab these. We could probably go to 30 now. Still move 5.5. That is reasonable. Grand Admiral. That's a big army. Let's go to Loveldorf, as that is also horses. Squire. Don't squires. Don't really want scouts either. And neither of those were horses. Nope, that's still not horses. This is horses. Eesh. These are the most expensive yet. Let's go down this way, see if we can find some cultists or something out in the open. That's probably too large a raider group. We could go up to the deserters though. See isolated matrix. Yeah, I don't know exactly how long I'll stream for. I was thinking between 2 and 3 hours. Also, Mordred avoids us voting for him to play a elf when the dwarfs come out. That's suggesting that you think I'm actually going to make it a vote as to whether to play as the dwarves or not. I think that's a foregone conclusion. Also, pelf. What do you mean by pelf?
Deep wood arch, eternal god, take position.
Unshotted. Oh. Ow!
Eternal, raise your shield. Eternal Kithban, Glade Guard, advance.
Coming back this way.
Hunter for Colonel.
Enemies the other way. The heck hit me? That really hurt. Not seeing any arrows. It's like a headshot. Left. Well, that was a victory. A little closer than I would have liked. Promote you, and then you. Leave you alone, leave you alone. Move you. Good state troops. Lots of equipment, none of which I can use. Although my winter magic maximum is now 54, which is pretty nice. I will need to wait up while I recover my health, however. Let's head down to Beckhafen. A deserter hideout. Now, I have leveled up in terms of clan tier, which means I think I can now be a mercenary. And we do earn more money as Aeonir from being mercenaries. So it's very worth doing. We just need to decide for whom. Food is still very plentiful. Small horses here. I was initially thinking someone like Nordland, but honestly, if we were going to expand anywhere, it would be into Nordland. I could try to become a mercenary for my people, but then they would have to pay for me. That's cheap. That's really cheap. So we're up to 36. Which means I can definitely recruit a bunch more people. Only not vampire counts or Musalon. Bretonia doesn't do us much good, so it's really got to be one of the Elector Counts or the Wood Elves. So you're currently fighting against Avaland, Ostermark. Right, and the other vampire count faction's already dead, so it's just them. Oh my gosh, Paravon's still alive. Took Arath Lauren back and Arath Hanno back. Good. Middenheim's at war with us. Sultanmund is at war with us. So who's at war with them? Reichland is. Well, I definitely think that Reichland needs some help. Not. Who else did I like? I quite liked these guys and these guys. The nice thing about them is they don't have a huge amount of overlap with us. We're at war with Hochland. Now you're at war with just Telpheim, so it's these two fighting each other. Who's this? Ostermark. Ostermark and Sylvania. I think that one makes more sense. Because I can also raid Sylvania at will. Hi there, really liked your Victoria 3 Sweden playthrough the other day. How's the hand doing? It's getting better. It still clicks, unfortunately, so I need to get the doctor to take another look to find out what's going on with it, but it's mostly healed. You can still feel the skin around where the incision was is a bit rough, but basically it was right there. Back to normal. But yeah, it still does stick. Not as much as it used to, and it does actually seem to be getting a little better now. A couple of days ago, it was really painful. And then I think I strained it, and then maybe pulled something out of location in a good way. And now it doesn't stick as much. Love your video. What model are you using? Oh, what mod? Old Realms. This is the Warhammer one. Yeah, I think I'm going to join Ostmark. I think my decision has been made. Oh, I'm already down here. Haha! Planned! Hello. Wait, is that Manfred? That is. I want to talk to your boss. $310. That's paltry. Considering my Bretonian was earning 900 in Paravan. And I'm supposed to be able to charge 20% more as an Ioneer. Alright, well, it looks like you're going to go after von Karstein, so I will join you in this. Because that sounds fun. Where are we going? Patrolling around Elbing. You have 2 armies out. Going to besiege Essen. Oh, was that Marcos von Karstein? His armies are big. I'm gaining council favour for being in the army. That's pretty cool. Council favour doesn't really come into play until I hit Clan Tier 2. But we're on their way now. On the scoreboard. We are attacking. Let's do it. My first siege as a wizard. I think I would get a lot more kills as a defensive wizard than an offensive one. I do not wish to command anything. Huh. Yeah, sieges might be a bit dull. Battering ram is having to come a really long way. Bloody hell. I do have all of my magic. Have I visited the bare country of Kislev at all? Kislev's not in the game yet. The territory of Kislev is there, like geographically, but there's nothing in it. It's empty. Kislev, Estalia, Tilia, the Badlands, the Dwarven Mountains, whatever those called, Spine of the World, Chaos Wastes, Norska, and I think a tiny bit of Nagarond are all in the game. Albion. So there's a lot of things that this mod can still expand in. World jets, worlds, thank you, baseless. Hell Knight. Hell Knight. Oh right, yeah, we're fighting Sylvania. Despite what this castle may look like, this is in fact Sylvania. Oh, battering ram's well on the way. Serpent Spine is Ambernoy. Yeah, I said Spine of the World, which is Dungeons and Dragons. I think. Playroom. Oh, Hell Knight's catapults are what? No, it's just a Hell Knight is manning a catapult, so he gets credit for the kills. And they do have a couple of them, apparently. How much damage my spells would do to the door? Probably a fair bit. Oh, those Black Guard. Let's check. Oh, Leopold's Leopard Pikemen. They look cool. I'm just here with my little mace. Definitely less to do as a wizard than there is as a sniper. Right, there go the ladders. Left ladder is in. Handgunners are doing their thing. Because I could probably help over there if I could get in. Actually looks like they're pushing in. Just need to make it over to the tower. There we go. Now I can help. I'm helping! I'm the indoor catapult. That's great for or something. All the way across there. Through here. Oh, they only have 40 left. That's fancy. Vampiric Scythe. Well, I killed 10. Earned my wages. Is this a grand assault? 2 ladders? What is this warband? They were more than 2 ladders. They were like 4. I didn't think I could get through. I think there were 2 on this side, 2 on the other side, plus the battering ram. There's the victory! Huzzah! 6 of mine died, 3 Empire recruits and 3 Kith band. Probably hit by a catapult. If I had to hazard a guess. Sure, I'll be ready for this bit. A whole bunch of lords and a whole bunch of knights. Ah. Shoot me from behind. I don't appreciate that. They're all carrying their lances. Okay, that's kind of funny. I wish I had some buffs or something to offer you. All the knights are probably like, why the hell did we invite this wizard along? He's terrible. No, I want you to have a shield. We've got 3 rangers now, hell yeah. That's a lot of loot. That's a reasonable amount of loot. It was less there than I thought. I'll take it. Essen has been taken. Election has been started. And tactics leveled up. I think I'm going to be primarily loose formation. Line, loose, circle, or scatter, although I do like my shield walls. %, done by my infantry to cavalry when troops are sent to confront the enemy. Infantry... Oh, damage from ranged. You know what? No, I want to take less range damage. Because hopefully that includes me. You sieging Voldenhof? No. Traveling to Eisenthal. I am okay with that, but allow me to sell things. Yes, I would love to enter the town. I did not expect there to be anybody available to train. Siegfried the Gold Wizard. I think I want to try to get some more Aeonir characters. I can sell all of those. All of those. Which raises me a decent amount of money. How's my food supply? That, that. Food supply is fine. I should be able to do a bunch of smithing. What about horses? Are there any available here? Oh yeah, we do have really good morale. Go us! So what's my magic status at the moment? I recharge 1.28 mana per hour. I really wish I knew what goes into that calculation. Because I'm fairly sure that armor does, but I don't know by how much. I wonder if this says somewhere. That's installation. I'm on the information page at the moment. One cast iron. Arcane gets to avoid heavy armor penalty to winter magic regen. But what is that penalty? Aha! Winter magic regeneration has penalties while wearing heavy armor, up to -85%. A limitation that affects the vast majority of Warhammer spellcasters. The penalty formula is based on the total weight of your armor divided by 25. Helmet, robe, gauntlets, and boots included. Which means what? Exactly. See, the reason I've been kind of basing everything on 11 is a whole bunch of the other classes have buffs if you keep your armor under 11. For example, the Necrarch increase max winter magic by 20 if your armor weight undershoots 11. The Empire Wizard has similar things. 10% ward save if your armor does not exceed 11 weight. Extra 20% ward save if you don't exceed 11 weight. Etc. I was kind of hoping there would be like a cutoff. Damsels have the same. Grey Mage, here we go. Level 2. Extra 25% ward save if your armor does not exceed 11. So 11 is what we need to aim for. Really need to try and get some other spells. Anyway, I've been going for more than 2.5 hours, so I think I'm going to cut this one here. Because I don't want to go too late. I do have work in the morning, as I'm sure many of you do too. So thanks everyone for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this little extra bit of Bannerlord, the Old Realms, playing as the Aeonair, and you get to see a bit more destructive magic, although still the very, very early days of it. If you have enjoyed it, hit that follow button so you get notifications when I'm live again in the future, and hope you're retired. You're lucky then, Asnog. If you have enjoyed this, hit that follow button. If you've really enjoyed this and you want to support the channel, do consider subscribing. Helps the channel out, lets me do more of this kind of content. You can, of course, check out the Patreon at patreon.com/MordredViking. If you're on YouTube, you can find us on twitch.tv/MordredViking. If you're on Twitch, you can find my YouTube at youtube.com/MordredViking. I plan to be back next weekend, as I was saying at the end of the previous stream. I will technically be on vacation as of the end of next week. So when exactly I'm going to be streaming during the summer vacation, I don't know. Stay tuned to Discord, which is absolutely the best place to keep an eye on that type of thing, because I post most of my updates there. Really cool mod. Yeah, I definitely agree, Kajay. I really, really like this mod. Like, it's mods in Mount and Blade, Warband, that, well, actually no, just Mount and Blade, that got me into the games industry. Modding Prophecy of Pendor on Warband made me into a developer. Working on that, doing all the knighthood orders, inventing Metenheim, writing some of the companions. And it's because of that that I now work for Paradox. So, yeah, Mount Blade is always going to have a place very, very close to my heart. Particularly the mods. And I have not been playing as much Mount Blade for the past 2 years or so, because I wanted to let some of these overhaul mods reach maturity. And they are now reaching that level of maturity where they are really, really, really playable. And there is still a lot more to add to this one, of course, but this is absolutely playable at this point. So yeah. Best mod of all time. Thank you, Kajay. Yeah, I would agree. Put a lot of work into that one. Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks everyone for watching. I will see you next time. Until then, bye-bye. Oh, in fact, you know what? Because you guys deserve something silly.
Even though my quest has brought me far from home, my soul and my heart are still with the lady in
Oops.
Bretonia.